cyberbullying has been in the news. How should a Christian respond to the problem, especially in light of Jesus' teaching to turn the other cheek?
Good morning, Father John, honorable judges, and ladies and gentlemen and fellow speakers. The issue of cyberbullying has been addressed in many news broadcasts, papers, magazines, and basically wherever the press can be found. In many instances, though, cyberbullying between teenagers is not shared from child to parent, or any other adult for that matter. Cyberbullying, quoted by Bill Belzy, involves the use of information and communication technologies to support deliberate, repeated, and hostile behavior by an individual or group is intended to harm others. I believe that us as Orthodox Christians, we should step up to the plate and think to ourselves, what would Jesus do? Many of us hear this saying, wear it on our jewelry, and say it all the time. The question now is, why don't we take this question and use it whenever we see a bad situation? Why don't we stand up for our fellow brothers and sisters and speak out against nonviolence? When Gandhi said, if Christians behave more Christ-like, there wouldn't be a Hindu left in India, it showed how we could do if all of us acted God-like every day. Today's cyberbullying is a serious issue, and if not addressed, can lead to very drastic matters. The government is trying to help with this issue by making many informational videos about cyberbullying. One of the phrases that the site onguardonline.gov is using to make kids think before they send mean messages is stop, think, click. This means that if you are about to send a mean message to someone else, think for a second and think how you would feel if you got that. A mother of a 13-year-old girl named Megan Mier also speaks to many parents and students about her story. The mother, Tina Mier, was a victim of a cyberbullying situation. At this time, Tina did not know much about cyberbullying and didn't think much about it affecting her life in such a drastic manner. Her daughter, Megan, committed suicide after being harassed by someone who she thought was a teenage boy. The person she talked to on MySpace was named Josh Evans. It turns out that Josh Evans was a made-up character created by a 46-year-old woman named Lori Drew. Lori was the mother of a former friend of Megan's and also their neighbor. The friendship between Josh and Megan ended when he told her the world would be better off without her. Lori Drew made up this fictional character to see if Megan was talking bad about her daughter on MySpace, but took her actions too far, eventually leading to Megan's death. Megan is not the only one to commit suicide because of the cyberbullying. In fact, there are 19,000 attempted suicides each year from cyberbullying situations alone. As Orthodox Christians, we should learn more about cyberbullying and try to prevent it. Even if you don't know the person you are defending, it is better to help them and make them feel better about themselves than ignore it and something terrible happening. A quote that the Bible uses to go against bullying is, "Blessed are you when others revile you and persecute you and utter all kinds of evil things you falsely on my account." Matthew 5:11. This quote to me means that God thanks the people who help him and they don't react viciously back to the people who hurt him. As many of you may notice, at the beginning of each service, we pray for God's presence to influence many organizations. We pray for these organizations because we want them to act godlike and carry out the deeds that we can always be there for. We pray for the school so that they can educate the students on the issue. We pray for the government and the president to help educate all of America. And we pray that we as Orthodox Christians have the strength to help others as we help ourselves. As a Goyen, I try to help out in as many situations as I can. I am a member of a site known as Facebook, as many other Goyans also. Facebook is a very convenient site that can get information out quickly, but Facebook also has many bad sides as well. Facebook is one of the most popular places to cyberbully, along with texting and MySpace. There's also a new link on Facebook called Forum Spring, and that's where most of the bullying happens. Forum Spring is a place where you can write a message to someone under a completely anonymous source. I've seen numerous people write horrible things to each other on this site. Our job as Orthodox Christians is to talk highly about them and not lower their self-esteem. Cyberbullying is a huge problem in today's society that needs to be addressed and brought into public awareness. The parents of today are not technologically advanced enough to understand this concept. Many of them see it as regular bullying, but it's not. Since the type of bullying is not face-to-face, it makes kids feel like they can say a lot more evil things to each other. If all of us as Orthodox Christians try hard to stop this bullying and encourage each other to not feel bad about what others have to say, we can stop this problem once and for all.